So I know if you're like me, you're looking for fragrances that smell clean, fresh, professional, fragrances that are perfect for those times when you just want to close the deal, so to speak. Well, in today's episode, I'm going to be going over 10 amazing designer fragrances that are perfect for an office setting, so make sure to stay tuned. Before I begin today's episode and I tell you about these 10 office fragrances that are perfect for when you want to close the deal, great for the office, they all smell very well groomed, very fresh, clean, and professional. I want to start things off by saying that if you're a fan of fragrance related content, please do consider supporting the channel by clicking on that red button. Hit the bell icon and click where it says enable all notifications. This way, whenever I do upload videos to the channel, they will be delivered straight to your feed. And give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it or if you took something of value from today's episode. 10 office-friendly fragrances for when you want to close the deal. And we'll just go ahead and get this one out of the way. These are all designer fragrances. Montblanc Explorer. This fragrance is the designer version of Creed's Aventus. We all know Creed Aventus, insanely popular. Of course, it costs like $500 now if you want a 100 milliliter bottle. Here you get comparable quality made by really good perfumers. Pineapple, a modern fruity chypre that really gets compliments and it makes you smell like $1,000,000. This one screams professionalism, and the only caveat to this one is you're gonna smell like everyone else, right? A lot of people are jumping on board or on the bandwagon, so to speak, when it comes to the Aventus DNA. Now this one is a tried and true. This one is Polo Blue. Polo Blue Parfum. So this is the strongest version of that Polo Blue DNA, that fresh cucumber aroma that we all love about the original with the citrus that's in there. Very clean, very professional. Of course, we also have Polo Black and Polo Double Black. Those also smell professional, clean, amazing. Polo Red, they have the extreme version, the intense version. Red Rush was another one. Those are all on the sweet side of things. When we're getting into sweeter territory, we're generally thinking of clubbing fragrances or fragrances that lean a little bit more on the youthful side of things. Polo Blue, though, very professional, elegant, refined, has a little bit of this clary sage thing going on in there too, so it is a little aromatic. If you're looking for the most citrusy fragrance on this entire list, it would definitely have to be Montblanc's Legend Spirit. Very easygoing, very fresh and inviting. This is such a safe DNA, and I believe you can find this one online for a really good discount. If I find any discounts online, I'm going to leave them down below. This video is not sponsored in any way, but this is a great, fresh, citrusy fragrance to really lift your spirits and put you in a good mood. Of course, we also have a new fragrance, and I wanted to throw some new fragrances into this mix as well, in case you wanted something that doesn't smell like something that your best friend or your colleague might be wearing at the moment. This one by Calvin Klein is Defy, and I think this is the new Eau de Parfum. Yeah, so the new Eau de Parfum has the darker bottle here. It's not as uniform in appearance as compared to the Eau de Toilette. And this one does have this aromatic lavender-like clary sage professional vibe. So not as much of an emphasis on the citrus as you do have with Legend Spirit by Montblanc, and not as much of an aquatic touch as you get in Polo Blue Parfum, but you do have this aromatic, clean-cut, office-friendly professional vibe, and I personally love Calvin Klein Defy for that. It's not one of my favorite fragrances by Calvin Klein. I'm just going to be honest. I love Crave. That was such a classic that is so hard to find now. And I also really like Reveal, believe it or not. That one I think has been discontinued for quite some time, but Reveal was a really interesting fragrance with an agave note in it. The next one is Gucci Guilty. No matter which Gucci Guilty you get, with the exception of Gucci Guilty Absolute and perhaps Gucci Guilty Oud, they all smell very clean, very professional. They get tons of compliments. As a matter of fact, Gucci Guilty Black is one of my most complimented designer fragrances ever. Of course, we have the original, you have the Eau version. There have been many flankers. There's the Eau de Parfum. The Parfum has a little bit of rose in there, but the original with the citrus and the aromatic components, great fragrance. And then of course we also have Dior Sauvage. If you're looking for a mature fragrance with some spice, go for Sauvage Elixir. If you're looking for something very diffusive, loud, kind of boisterous with that Ambroxan, Calabrian, Bergamot kind of a vibe, you want to go with the original Dior Sauvage. Also probably the biggest compliment getter on this entire list, right next to Montblanc's Explorer and Gucci Guilty. Of course, we also have the king of professionalism. A lot of you already know what it is, Bleu de Chanel. Can't go wrong with Bleu de Chanel. Citrusy, ozonic, grapefruit, incense. It's a beautiful fragrance. I'm gonna spare you the long-winded description because I think at this point everybody has tried it. The parfum version is also very good if you're looking for something with a richer base. We also have Burberry Hero. Now there has been a new release, the Eau de Parfum. That one has a bit of a sweetness to it, so it's more of like a night out scent. It does have this fir ingredient to it as well, so that adds a bit of a mature quality too, I suppose. The original Burberry Hero has 3 types of cedarwood with some citrus in there. It's a very, I wouldn't say very, but it is a rugged, sort of a masculine leaning fragrance. Very clean cut, very professional. And I actually also got a couple of compliments from it. I do have to admit, and I gotta be honest, not as many compliments as I've gotten throughout the history of wearing Dior Sauvage. I mean, this is like one of the biggest compliment magnets I've ever put my nose on, but I get pretty good luck with Burberry Hero. So the next fragrance, I actually don't like the Eau de Toilette version. This one is Dolce Gabbana K. I do like the Eau de Parfum. This one is quite good. It has a spicier component to it. The original Dolce & Gabbana K has a lot of juniper berry, which makes it smell astringent, and it reminded me of Perry Ellis 360 for Men, which I despise. Again, if you like it, that is amazing, right? More power to you. But I don't like the Eau de Toilette. The Eau de Toilette smells really professional, and yes, you can pull it off in an office setting. People will probably also compliment you on it, but there's just something about the ingredients that didn't work well on my skin. The Eau de Parfum, I think, is an improvement on that. And then, of course, we have the fragrance in the #1 spot. This fragrance, I've always associated it with class, distinction, professionalism, and it's probably my second favorite professional or office type fragrance from this brand. This one is actually Armani Code, and I'm talking about the Parfum version. You have the tonka bean, you have this tobacco-like quality, it's a little sweet. You do have an aromatic vibe to it as well, a touch of lavender. And I know there was always this olive leaf ingredient, which was kind of unique. In the opening, I get a bit of a spicy vibe that reminds me of like star anise, but I love Armani Code. Armani Code has always been a professional type of a fragrance, and the new Parfum takes it to the next level. When it comes to many Armani Code fragrances, you do have Armani Code Absolute, Absolute Gold. Those took it in a bit of a sweeter direction, not as professional. And then my favorite professional fragrance by Armani is actually Armani Attitude. That one kind of looked like a Zippo lighter. I miss that one so much. I really wish that that fragrance were still in production. Anique Minardo was one of the perfumers behind that composition, and I think she did such an incredible job. But Armani Code Parfum is awesome. If you have the opportunity to pick this up in Macy's or Sephora or wherever they're carrying this one, Nordstrom, Winners, so on and so forth, please get your nose on it. This is a great fragrance, super professional for when you want to metaphorically close the deal, or maybe literally close the deal if you're working as a real estate agent or if you're working at a car dealership or something like that. I think that this is an amazing fragrance. Definitely makes you smell well-groomed, professional, elegant, poised, urbane, so on and so forth. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, my 10 professional fragrances, great for the office for when you want to quote-unquote close the deal. If you enjoyed this video and if you learned something today, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, give this video a thumbs up. I love you guys, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.